Imagine your beats are so good, people cannot stop listening to the beat on repeat. Today I want to show y'all how to achieve this. So I've boiled down all my producing experience in a 4-pillar formula. And you are going to have to take notes today because we are going to go way deeper than just putting patterns on time. Bounce is one of, if not the most important part of your beat. It mostly depends on what genre, but if you're not making an ambient or calm beat, you want to make the person who is listening to your beat actually bop their head or dance to the beat. You can either create your own bounce or just give a bouncy feel to a genre that already exists. A couple good ways to give bounce to a beat is pauses, off-grid placement of notes, placing notes in thirds, and using perks that actually work together. These can make your beats more addicting to listen to because it makes the beat way catchier. Pillar 2 is uniqueness. Uniqueness is obviously important because you want your beats to stand out if you want people to get addicted to your beats. Because if you're the only one that does a certain thing this way, then they're only gonna listen to your beats because other people don't do it the same like you do. Let's take for example Nathan Bounce.
Yeah, we know you're innocent, know you're on so acting sweet. Yeah.
This is a new drum bounce that got popularized by the producer Nathan, and this drum bounce is now getting used by big rappers such as Central C and Nems.
Said that she want 10k but she ain't even worth it in Naira.
What we know from this bounce is that he took inspiration from both drill and amapiano and combined them into one style. This could be a very good way for you to find your own style. Take inspiration from different genres and apply them to your beat or combine them to make your own bounce. Let's take this normal trap beat for example. I'm not telling you to do all of this at once because as you could hear, this beat is way too busy and this can backfire. So don't add 4 things from 4 different genres in a beat randomly because this could scare away people from listening to your beat. But if you keep playing around like this, eventually you're gonna end up with a good bounce. And if you keep further developing it, you can actually just make it your own style and make it popular just like Nathan did. Pillar 3 is to have memorable events in your beat. So what I mean with this is keep the catchiest and bounciest part in your beat playing rarely because those are the most addictive parts to listen to. Listen to this beat for example. This beat by itself is decent, but the bounciest part is where the bongos come in, and they only come in twice in the whole beat. The reason why this is something good and not something bad is because if people listen to the beat, there is contrast between the decent and the good part, which makes the people think the good part is way better than it actually is. If the bongos was for example playing through the whole beat, the listener wouldn't find it as bouncy as if it only plays for a part. This gives the listener more replay value because they want to hear that one good part again. This is also why a lot of songs are known mostly for like one part. Pillar 4 is keeping variety. This one is very straightforward and simple. You need variety in your beat if you want people to actually listen to your beat over and over again. I think as a producer you realize this especially because when you're listening to your own beat over and over again while you're making it, after a while it sounds kind of mid to you. Then the next day when your brain is refreshed, it sounds good again. This is proof you need variety in your beats because people are not gonna listen to the same 8-bar loop for 2 minutes on repeat. Here I'm gonna show y'all some ways to spice up your beat with variation. First, you can add a switch up. You can either switch the whole style of the beat, maybe remove some sounds in the next 8 bars, you could also try pitching down the whole beat. What you also could do is adding effects that don't play often, like risers, fills, other stuff.
Alright, thanks for watching. All your beats addicting as fuck. Word to bro.